It's a spring training tradition dating all the way back to the early 1900s. For one day a year, baseball goes green in the ultimate St. Patrick's Day celebration. Today we're hunting for more than just four-leaf clovers. We're recapping the latest homestand here at Cool-A-Day Park, joined by a man who knows a thing or two about green dominance, Chris Sale. And later, we're heading around the concourse to see if we can find our pot of gold at the end of the rainbow with Fan on the Street. So raise a beer bat and get ready to cheers. It's time to get this party shamrocking as we welcome you into the beautiful Cutwater Bullpen Suite here at Cool-A-Day Park. I'm Harrison Taylor, top of the morning to you, and this is the Braves Beach House podcast. We are missing one very important member of our team, our patron saint of Cool-A-Day Park, Patrick. We'll have to see if we can find him. Maybe he's out celebrating his holiday. It's too early to tell. But I can tell you one thing about the luck of the Irish. It's definitely been on the Braves side this spring, as they're currently on the top of the Grapefruit League as we record this podcast episode on Sunday for the second straight week in a row, so we're doing great on there. It's also been quite the week here at Cool-A-Day Park with 4 home games and a post-game concert and a party on the Plaza concert at that. So let's break it all down. This week on Monday, we had the Minnesota Twins come to town here from Fort Myers, a final score of 9-8. 8 of those runs of that score were scored in the bottom of the first inning. Very long first inning there, but it was great to see. Lots of ice cream was flying off the shelves that day. Then we move on to Wednesday, March 11th. We traded the St. Patrick's Day fun and take ourselves to July 4th. We took all things red, white, and blue and spread them across the stadium with a flag giveaway, a pregame flyover, anthem from Champ Jackson on that electric guitar. It was a great time. We also had Wendell from Wendell's World Records make an appearance here at Cool-A-Day Park. The most hot dogs consumed in a single day right here in Northport. That was great to see. We also had Beat the Freeze on the field. Once again, beating a contestant by a long shot. That was super cool to see. First time since 2019 that has happened here at Cool-A-Day Park. Our final score in that one was 5-3. Spencer Strider with 4 scoreless innings there and 5 strikeouts. That was good to see on Wednesday. Then we move on to Friday the 13th. The New York Yankees were in town, but no bad luck for the Bravos. Final score of that one was 6-7 for all those little kids out there. It was sold out here, packed house, great time, and Blooper was in the building. So Friday the 13th, check it off the list, we survived. Saturday, you know, the day after 3/14 is 3.14, Slicer's favorite day. It was Pie Day. I can tell you, we sold a bunch of pizza that day. That was super cool to see. But lots of friends from Atlanta were in the building. Timothy Miller with our pregame national anthem, as well as God Bless America. The dancing security guard made an appearance in the 6th inning. That was super cool to see. 10-1 your final score against the Boston Red Sox on Saturday. And then rounding out the week on Sunday night, we had a great concert with the Band of Oz. Lots of dancing, lots of good times. And they also performing again on Monday post-game for our extra innings concert series. Well, that sure was a great week, and Patrick got to sit down with none other than Braves starting pitcher Chris Sale to hear a bunch of cool stories with him, and that's coming up right after this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Braves Beach House podcast. And that's right, the guests just keep on coming. We're honored today to have in this Braves Beach House podcast studio 9-time All-Star, a world champion, and 2024 National League Cy Young winner with your Atlanta Braves, number 51, an ace of the staff. It's Chris Sale. Crowd goes wild. Chris, you've become a fan favorite, man. Welcome to Cool-A-Day Park. How's spring training going for you?
So far, so good. This is a nice little boost right here, though. I needed that.
Yeah. Have our in-house Braves Beach House podcast fan club cheering for us. You know, it seems like camp's going well for you this year, and the Braves, of course, knock on wood. But we wanted to know what it's like training close to home. You're a Florida guy. You grew up down here. What's it like being at Cool-A-Day Park and near where you reside?
It's nice. It's close enough to justify making the drive every day, but just far enough to you feel it sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. I mean, I want to say I think this is my 10th spring training being able to live at my house. Uh-huh. I have 3 sons. my wife and I were, our kids are in sports. We're going all over the place. So it's nice to be able to, come here and get ready, for the season, be around the guys and get prepared, but also, going to my kids,
Good.
basketball games, baseball games, and sleeping in my own bed.
Kind of the best of both worlds in a grapefruit league.
For sure.
You're enjoying that part of it. Good. We're glad to hear that. What's a goal you set for yourself when you're coming into spring training as you're trying to get back into things and into the rhythm, into the flow? Is there a certain goal you set for yourself when you come in?
I think the biggest one is just health, just staying healthy. I think that's my main focus throughout the off season is getting myself prepared enough to when I start spring training, I'm able to kind of endure the season. It's
Sure.
It's a long season. I mean, you're talking from tip to tip, 8 months with spring training and playoffs and everything. So, I've noticed that throughout my career, the foundation really starts in the off season. You really got to it's hard to do some things, in spring training and during the season. And, during the off season, there's no games to get prepared for. So you can really kind of, get the foundation set then.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the workload has changed a little bit too. You had innings back in 2016, a year you threw 226 innings in a year. Can you talk a little bit about navigating the way through that role over the years as that's changed, the expected workload while trying to stay healthy?
Yeah, I think, I guess we have more information now, which can be a good thing and, kind of be a double-edged sword at times. But, then it was more like, how do you feel? If you be at 112 pitches and if you still feel good, you're going to keep pitching. There was no real, saving it for the end or whatever it is now. But, things change. And obviously as you get older, you're not, things change. So
Pitcher wants to kind of finish what they start in a way, right? I mean, if you're out there having a great game in the 8th inning, isn't it hard nowadays to kind of turn the ball over to somebody else?
Yeah, but you have to understand too that it's not all about you, right? Like, and sometimes it is a smarter idea to go to the guys in our bullpen. It's incredible, and you got Iggy. Let's say he's got 3 days off, and you're at 112 pitches through 8 innings. Yeah. It's probably going to be a little bit sharper coming out of his hand for the 9th inning.
That's good. You were selected in the 21st round out of high school by the Colorado Rockies, but we're talking about Florida. You held out and you went to Florida Gulf Coast University and ended up going 13th overall 3 years later. Can you tell us about that decision-making process of, waiting a little bit longer and getting a little bit more baseball and then having that be a better result later on in the draft?
Yeah, I think it's different for everybody. I think there's some guys that are 18 years old in high school and they're ready for it. Going to college would be probably a waste of time for them. And other people, for me personally, it was very, very important to go to college. I needed to mature a little bit, physically, mentally. I needed to know what it was like living on my own. And there's a lot of things in college that you learn kind of the hard way. And in pro ball, learning the hard way is sometimes losing your job, right?
Sure.
Learning the hard way in college, I'd be sitting in Coach Toe's office for an hour getting chewed out, or it was extra running after practice or whatever.
Right.
And that was good for me.
Right. And that paid off there eventually.
Oh,
and then,
for sure.
We got a stat here that I love. We try to dig up some stats for you. In 2017 with the Red Sox, you led the majors with 308 punch-outs, becoming the first pitcher to cross that mark since Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling. They both hit the mark in 2002. Now, that same year, you also batted 300, going 1 for 3 with a double, and making history as the only player with a 300 batting average and 300 strikeouts, but also, do you ever miss pitchers hitting? And when you were growing up as a basketball player and a baseball player, were you a good hitter? And is that something about the game that you miss?
So my short answer, yes, I do miss hitting. But I wouldn't want to do it in the National League. Like, I wouldn't want to be a National League pitcher hitting. I enjoyed being an American League pitcher hitting.
Right.
Because it was 10 at-bats a year. Sometimes it was 5, sometimes it was 15, whatever. You didn't have to take batting practice there. You would take batting practice like the week leading up to that. And there was no stress. Like, when you're an American League, team playing in a National League park and you're an American League pitcher hitting while you're pitching there, there's no expectations.
Right.
You know, if you don't get the bunt down, people are laughing at you. If you swing and miss, you know, you look stupid. It's all just kind of fun and games.
Certainly would feel like double duty that day, wouldn't it? When you're not used to
well,
it?
and when you're in the National League, there's an expectation. Like, you're supposed to get the bunt down because you've been
Yeah.
doing this, and you have to. I was talking to Max and some other guys about it. It's part of your routine, and it's like I have enough going on in my day of just being a pitcher. I couldn't imagine having to work on hitting on the backside of that.
Right,
So
right.
I enjoyed my 12 at bats a year or whatever it was, and very, you know, low expectations.
Well, we
when I
wanted to
was
get
up
that,
there.
you know, that stat in there.
I
for
did
our
not know
viewers,
that, though.
you
That-
know?
that-
So
that
you
was-
hit a double. You went 300 on the year with your 300 strikeouts. That's a heck of a year.
Yeah, it was-
And you know, with those accomplishments and many others, you came to Atlanta with us with a lot of accomplishments. And in your first year, came out and got the Cy Young. You got the NL Comeback Player of the Year, a Gold Glove on top of all that. What's that like out of the gate, having those awards with an organization?
Yeah, definitely put the pressure on me last year to not suck.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like it was fun. I had a lot of fun that year, and obviously that was, you know, the best year of my career. I got all these accolades and stuff like that. But I like to think that it was because I felt comfortable here.
Sure.
I felt like I was coming into a place that really wanted me to be here. You know, walking in that clubhouse is about as easy of a place to walk into with the staff that we had, the players, the coaches, everything. It was odd where I just was here for like a month, and I had felt like I'd been here for like 2 or 3 years. So it was easy to kind of find my place, and then just you know, go be myself.
That's
you know,
great.
and just, you know, I had health on my side. I had a little, you know, obviously some luck on my side.
Re-energized
helps a
with a
lot.
new club and things like that. That probably helps some too.
Yeah, a little breath of fresh air for never
And does a
hurts.
pitcher start thinking about that award at all? I mean, you know you've got a lot of strikeouts. You know you've got a lot of wins. You've had some bats behind you that are doing well to get you to those wins. At what point do you start going, man, that thing might be within reach, which is a heck of an accomplishment?
I would say that the thought of it was like probably right around the All-Star break. It's like you go to the All-Star game, so you're like, okay, clearly I'm like, you know, in the group, right? And then, you know, once you get done with August, you're kind of like, all right. And then at that point, I just try to shut everything off. But in this day and age, it's impossible. It's impossible to do that, because if you open up ESPN, you're there. You know, you go pitch, you know, 6 scoreless innings, September 4th. You know, all the questions are, hey, you know, blah 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 about this. Your ERA is here, your strikeouts are here. You just try to. I use this analogy a lot, and I've probably, you know, overused it. But I use the comparison of like horses, like in a horse race with the
Okay.
blinders on.
Okay. Sure.
Nothing else matters other than just what you're supposed to do,
Right.
winning the race, winning games.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah, because whether you have 12 strikeouts or 312 strikeouts, your job that day doesn't change. Whether you have the best ERA in the league or the worst ERA in the league, your job never changes. You want
Right.
to throw strikes, you want to get outs, and you want to win games. So all the other stuff is just noise.
Right.
That it just doesn't matter.
Right, and that keep
And it can get in the way sometimes too.
Sure. Well, you've done a good job of dialing in and locking in, as they say. We always like to give a little advice to the youth. We talked a little bit about your thought process and playing baseball your whole life. You know, it's like a year-round sport. These kids are playing travel ball, fall ball. It never ends. Do you have any advice to the young ones out there that maybe want to get a Cy Young of their own one day?
Just have fun, especially with kids, man. You have to make it fun.
Yeah.
I've said this before too. With kids, they have things that they like to do, and they like to do it because it's fun.
Right.
As soon as it becomes work or, you know, unenjoyable or whatever, they don't like doing it anymore. So you have to make it fun, because for someone to fall in love with something, they have to enjoy doing it. You're not going to fall in love with something you hate doing. So it's like, if they show an interest in playing baseball, make it fun. And then when they fall in love with it because you've made it fun, then you can start layering on kind of the nuances and some of the things that maybe aren't quite as fun, because then you're willing to make that sacrifice because of your passion for it. If you put work before fun, you're going to lose them, and you're going to lose them quick.
Oh, I think that's great advice there, and that's what we all loved it that way when it was fun, and I'm glad to see you guys in the dugout when it looks like you're having fun. I know we as fans get real excited to see that clubhouse energy.
Well, and again, it never changes.
Yeah.
My 9-year-old's playing Little League right now,
Yeah.
and you watch his team when they're playing, it's very similar to what we do in the dugout when we're playing.
Do they call him the Little Condor?
Yeah, no.
They still call you that?
I've never, that was never a
They said
nickname.
in Chicago, your wind-up looked like a condor. Maybe that was a fan
Who
nickname.
who came up with that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's one of those urban legends about Chris Sale. Well, we always ask our friends, what's our favorite concession item when they go to a ballpark? You're spending time at ballpark with the young ones, it sounds like. Any go-tos when you're out there? Hot dogs, pizza, nachos?
I would say right now, before, probably would have been the pretzel, salted pretzel.
Okay.
And that's interchangeable. You can either go mustard or nacho cheese with that.
Yep.
Either one is fair game. But recently I've been on a popcorn kick.
Okay.
So one of those two for
Salted,
sure.
buttered.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Obnoxiously salted
Yep.
and buttered.
But not before you pitch, because that popcorn can get a little greasy on
Yeah, no, that probably wouldn't sit too well down here either while you're out there trying to perform.
And I have one more question for you. Is about those immaculate innings. Do you know how many you have?
I have 3.
3 immaculate innings. That means 9 pitches, 3 outs. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 players that have one in the AL and the NL.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get one this year as a Brave, you'll be another one of the thirds with the
How
immaculate
many
innings.
people have it now?
We'll have to look that up. That's a good
Because
question
there's
total.
was there 4 people that have 3 of
I
them?
think so.
So
Do you know the other 2 that you share yours with?
Sandy Koufax, Scherzer, myself, and was it Gosman? Didn't Gosman just recently get his third? Like
Yep.
not recently, but like within the last couple of years.
Yep. And then the other one on that is Nolan Ryan.
Oh, had
So-
one in the American League,
so-
one in the National League.
Yep. So if you were to
I'll
get
see
one
what
in
I
the
can do.
NL, you would join that.
Well, know
list.
this, I am aware of it when it's happening.
Okay.
So when I get, if I go 3 pitches, punch out to start the inning,
Good.
and then strike 1, strike 2, like once you get to 0-2 on the second hitter,
Yeah.
you know what's going on.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess I'm maybe showing my cards, but if you're the third hitter and I've struck out 2 guys on 6 pitches, I'm throwing strikes.
Braves country, you
I'm
hear
throwing
that? You're
strikes.
really
I'm
gonna have
going
something to watch
for it.
for right there. I like the sound of that. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you for making a little time for us today here, Chris. I hope you have an absolutely outstanding 2026. Good luck the rest of spring training. Braves country is behind you. You've been a fan favorite and an awesome Brave, so keep it going and keep it going strong. We have a T-shirt cannon come out. Let's see if you could have been an outfielder all those years ago. There you go.
You just said I won the Gold Glove. You don't think I can catch a shirt?
Our T-shirt cannon gets a little
Oh, that's
feisty
great.
sometimes. That'll look good on you. And tell the family and children we said hello.
Awesome. Thank you.
Pleasure to have you today.
Appreciate
Keep
it.
it up and say "Go Braves" with me one time for Braves country. Go,
Go
Braves.
Braves.
Always great to hear from our guests here on the Braves Beach House podcast. Chris Sale definitely has a big pot of gold with all those awards. Well, Patrick got to walk around the ballpark this week and interact with a bunch of you in our new favorite segment, Fan on the Street. Take a look.
Dad's favorite Brave and kid's favorite Brave. It's our new game we're playing.
Chipper Jones.
Austin Riley.
Both third basemen. You play third base?
Sometimes.
You know the nickname for third base, the hot corner.
That's actually a really good nickname.
Right here.
Let the jersey speak for himself.
Dale Murphy. Absolutely. Dale Murphy.
The number 3.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Who is your favorite Brave?
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson, first baseman. Strong answer. And for our youngest Brave fan here, who's your favorite Brave?
Lionel Acuna.
Ronald Acuna Jr., sponsored by Chocolate Chip Cookies.
Here I go again by Whitesnake.
Pretty average dress rehearsal right there. We're hoping that gets a little bit better during the actual performance piece. We got to find out where you got that hat today.
Got it offline and had the A installed.
It looks like it's a little big on your head, almost fits though. Dad's favorite Brave and son's favorite Brave.
Oh boy.
All right, so we got to start with Dad. Who's Dad's favorite Brave? Can be all time.
Andrew Jones. Easy.
Acuna.
My favorite player is Ronald Acuna.
Riley.
Austin Riley coming in. So you got a jersey, you got some Palmer Cups. Do you have any predictions today or for your Atlanta Braves in 2026?
They're going to be amazing.
Hey man, how are you today?
Good, how are
Good
you?
to see you. Tell us your name.
Peyton.
Hey Peyton. You know, just a couple things going on out here at the ballpark today that we might have needed your help on. We had a lot of hot dogs being eaten today. Do you ever worry people might need your help, maybe choke on a hot dog or maybe have an upset belly? And how would you be prepared for that today, Peyton?
Well, I think we would be prepared for that for, giving them some Zofran maybe.
Okay.
Maybe giving them a cold pack, maybe helping them cool down, sit in the first aid room, get a cold water.
Okay. A little behind the scenes here, getting ready to present Wendell's world record for most hot dogs consumed in a ballpark in one day. That's happened today in Northport here.
Given to Henry Monaco.
So far, we haven't heard of any incidences of regurgitated dogs. This has been really a worldwide promotion and phenomenon that we've been able to take down as many hot dogs as we have today. You look wonderful today. Are you ready for? Are you ready to bust up on a Yank?
We are going to beat some Yankees.
So you know who we're playing today?
The Yankees.
How do you feel about those Yanks?
I feel like we're gonna absolutely destroy them.
And how many cold beers are we gonna have today?
15, 16, 17, somewhere around there.
I'm allowed to join you in the bottom of the ninth.
All right.
So just try to make it to the bottom of the ninth so I can come find you.
That's easy.
And the first one will be on you as always. We appreciate that. Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Yankees fans are everywhere today.
I'm from New York originally.
So you know all about the unruliness of the Yankees fans?
I do.
Okay, but you are
I'm a Braves
but you're a
fan.
Braves fan.
I'm a Braves
Okay.
fan.
Let us know. We'll just do this if we see any unruly Yankees fans causing trouble at Cool Today Park, okay? Thank you. How is Truist Pavilion looking today? Is it going to be packed?
Actually, it's a sellout crowd today.
Do you got any final score predictions for us?
Said 7-1.
7-1, Braves.
I'll go 10-4.
Braves, great. And a little over a week from today, Wendell's world record beach ball toss, March 24th against the Tampa Rays. How many beach balls do you think we can drop?
2,000.
Okay. Well, we did 10,000 last year, so we're not going to reduce it by 8. Can we count on you to catch a few beach balls that day?
Oh, I'm going to get as many as I can.
How many do you think we can drop this year? You know, we're going for that Wendell's world record.
Oh, is that at least 1,000, huh?
At least 1,000. Trying to hopefully drop 10,000. So 1,000 plus 9,000. 2,500. Okay, we're looking closer to 10,000. Yeah, March 24th against the Rays, our final game of the year. We have a tradition at Cool Today Park where we try to set a Wendell's world record for the biggest beach ball drop.
I only did this. See this?
Okay, he's for.
Two upset Yankee fans.
Okay, good. See, now we're back on the same team. Wearing his Juan Soto jersey to upset the Yankees faithful. I like that. Good to see you. This is going to be a representation of today's game, whatever the final score of this bucket ball matchup is. And another brick from our friend here with the Atlanta Braves. Boston back at it, overhand toss. Caught one, which should remove a bucket. Probably not playing by regulation rules, though.
I got Ozzy already. I'm hoping to get 2 more.
Good job, Ozzy already. Who else are you looking to get?
Harris and Baldwin.
What are your odds of that? Do you think it's going to happen?
I'd say a 50-50.
You got prime position here up front. How long you been standing?
I've been moving around some, but around an hour.
Sold out game between the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves. Now, we've had all day games before, so tonight we're under the lights. It's going to be fun, isn't it?
Fantastic.
What's your favorite thing at Cool Day Park? How long have you been here? Only about 30 minutes or so since the gates open, but have you found anything that you really like?
Been here about 3 hours.
Oh, you've been here 3 hours.
Early entry.
Oh, good for you. What was a nice perk of the early entry? Tell our fans.
Oh, watching batting practice.
Yep. Oh, you guys are from Atlanta?
Sir. I'm from Tennessee.
You from Atlanta?
Sir.
Tell me who your favorite Braves players are.
Ozzy Albies. Austin Riley.
Tell me, sir, who is your favorite Brave?
Dale Murphy.
Dale Murphy, wow. Number 3, Dale Murphy. We've actually interviewed Dale on our Braves Beach House podcast before. One of the nicest guys you could ever meet. Young man, tell us who your favorite Atlanta Brave is.
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson, first baseman, number 28. He's got a streak going. Is there anything you'd like to say for first baseman Matt Olson?
Hope he does great today.
That's great advice, and we're going to hope for a 2-run home run in the bottom of the second. That's what I'm calling, okay?
He was born up in that part of the country, so it's kind of hard to get that out of him. He's a big Celtics fan, etc. too, you know.
Well, he can be a Celtics fan, but we're in Braves country today, so we're gonna try to convert him.
And before we go, we want to show you guys the beautiful Cutwater bullpen suite. Right behind me is the Braves bullpen. You can see the pitchers warming up on a game day. That's super cool. Not everybody gets to see. We also have a great view of the field to my other side here, perched right above center field. You can hear all the players talking. That's super cool. And of course, we can't leave you hanging. You get included light snacks, canned beverages of your choice, whether that be soda, beer, Cutwater spirits, anything you want for the most part. And you also get a $20 loaded ticket that you can spend at any of our concession stands. So next time you're thinking about a group outing here at Cooler Park, consider the Cutwater bullpen suite. It's a great party space for your friends. But coming up this week here at the ballpark, we have the Philadelphia Phillies coming to town on Wednesday. That's going to be at 1:05 p.m., so you're going to want to come here for that one. Friday Night Lights, that's right, the Pittsburgh Pirates are coming to town on Friday at 6:05 p.m., and that's also part of our 1776 ticket offer for baseline tickets. So if you're interested in that offer, you can visit Ticketmaster and use the code USA250. That offer also applies to our Wendell's World Record Beach Ball Drop taking place on March 24th at 12:05 p.m. I almost messed up there, and that's going to be against the Tampa Bay Rays. So again, 12:05 p.m. We're an hour early for our final game of the season. 3 more chances for you to see the Braves here at Cooler Park in 2026. Next week on the show, we'll have a recap of Palmer's Party 2 and much more. But you know, we made it a whole episode without the patron saint of Cooler Park, MC Patrick. Can we find him anywhere? Maybe we need to put security on him. Blooper, Palmer, can somebody please help us find MC Patrick?
A little autograph signing here at the mascot party today. What's your name? Raymond just stole my microphone and said he was tired of hearing MC Patrick, and he's turned my microphone into a drum.